Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of WWE 2K23 Universe Mode as we are here with NXT. And of course, NXT is continuing their road to NXT New Year's Evil. And tonight, we will see the NXT North American Champion, Carmelo Hayes, in action later in our main event. It's going to be a good one here tonight. So without further ado, let's get things started. Oh my goodness. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it seems like the arrogant Aussie, the Aussie icon, Grayson Waller, is making his way to the ring. I don't know what he wants here tonight. He was not scheduled to have a matchup here tonight, but he is here. It seems like he's in some street clothes, so it seems like he's going to come out here and do what he does best, and that is talking to the NXT universe. And of course, if you remember a couple of weeks ago here on NXT, we would see Grayson Waller go one-on-one with Braun Breaker. And what a matchup it was in our main event a couple weeks ago. Grayson Waller would surprisingly end up picking up the win in that matchup, but it was after the match that got a lot of people talking about Grayson Waller when Grayson Waller drove Braun Breaker right through that table. And we have not seen Braun Breaker since, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to see what Grayson Waller has to say about himself here tonight, because you know he's going to talk about himself. So let's listen to what he has to say. Of course, welcoming everybody to NXT, and he says before he gets started, he wants to send out his well wishes to one man. And of course, we just talked about that classic main event, and Waller says he did push himself to the limit in that matchup, but he wants to send his well wishes to Braun Breaker. Of course, after the match, as Waller stated, Braun Breaker was viciously assaulted and sent right through a table. So I guess Grayson Waller, is trying to be a little bit sympathetic, but we all know that's not going to last very long. He says he knows Braun is at home watching, and he says he is sorry that had to happen. There it is right there. There's Grayson Waller saying that he's sorry that he didn't decide to end Braun Breaker's career. And of course, the NXT universe not too happy with that one. And Waller said Braun Breaker took it upon himself to disrespect him a couple weeks ago. And, of course, Grayson Waller saying not only did he win, but he wanted to put down Braun Breaker for good. Of course, Grayson Waller referring to when Braun Breaker said that nobody's going to believe in the Grayson Waller hype if Waller doesn't start picking up some wins. And, well, Waller did that a couple weeks ago against Braun. And now Waller saying we'll never see Braun Breaker around here ever again. Grayson Waller believes he's just ended the career of Braun Breaker. And also, Grayson Waller believes that if he wanted to make friends around here, he would just go back. He would just go back over to Australia. He said he's here to be the best of the best, and I guess that's a good thing there. Everybody should be in this business to be the best of the best. And he says whether everybody likes to admit it or not, we are all buying into the Grayson Waller hype. I don't know about that one. But he says enough about Braun Breaker. Let's talk about the real man of the hour, Grayson Waller. Of course, that is him. And he says he feels very disappointed that he's not a part of the New Year's Evil plans. Of course, right now he does not have a matchup for New Year's Evil, but he said that's all right. He's going to put his name in the hat to be the host of New Year's Evil. I don't know about that one. I don't think anybody wants to have a show. Oh, wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we know whose music that is, and that is the dog, Braun Breaker, and he's back here in NXT, and it seems like he has his eyes set on the Aussie icon, Grayson Waller. And Braun Breaker, he does not look too happy. He looks like he is ready to fight here tonight. Of course, as we stated, Braun Breaker taken out by Grayson Waller a couple of weeks ago when he was sent through that table by Waller after their matchup. And Grayson Waller, he can't believe it. He thought we would never see Braun Breaker again, but clearly he was wrong about that one. As Braun Breaker, he is here, and he's getting in the ring. It looks like we're going to have a brawl here. We have an official in the ring, but they're not doing too much to stop this brawl here. They're letting these two go at it. And now Grayson Waller, he couldn't do anything there, but now here comes Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker going after the Aussie Icon. And a few weeks of Braun Breaker sitting at home, just thinking about what he was going to do to Grayson Waller. After that vicious attack, it seems like Braun Breaker, he is getting all that anger out here. Tonight, there's a big splash there by Braun. And Braun Breaker, you can see it in his eyes. He is furious, and he is ready for this fight here tonight. He came in ready to brawl, and that is what we are getting right here, right now. And oh boy, Braun Breaker, he might be looking to put the finishing touches here. He's got a hold of Waller. He's got him up. Here we go. And down goes Grayson Waller with that power slam. And Braun Breaker is back, and he is in full force here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Braun Breaker celebrating with the NXT Universe. Grayson Waller is down. Wait a minute. Grayson Waller starting to get to his feet here, but Braun Breaker right back on the attack. He's not finished here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. He wants to put a little bit more pain here on the Aussie Icon. He's got him up again and slams him down. Braun Breaker, ladies and gentlemen. As right now, Braun, he's going to pick up Waller again, and now this time, Waller over the top rope, and Braun Breaker taking out the trash to the outside, and now he's talking a little bit of trash here to the Aussie Icon. Waller is down, the NXT Universe on their feet here tonight for Braun Breaker. And it seems like Braun, he's going to grab a microphone. He's not finished here. And of course, Braun Breaker getting back here at Grayson Waller here tonight. Of course, a couple weeks ago, Waller grabbed the table and slammed him right through it. And he thought he was going to be gone forever, but clearly Braun Breaker is back. He said he would have easily gotten up and shook Waller's hand after the matchup, but instead, Braun Breaker said that Grayson Waller proved that he is nothing more than a low-life scumbag. And now before Braun came out here to beat the hell out of Waller, he was listening to what he was saying how Waller was disappointed he did not have a match at New Year's Evil. But I guess Braun Breaker says that Waller can go ahead and cancel any plans of being the host because the doctors have cleared Braun Breaker, and Braun Breaker is coming back for a little bit more revenge here on the Aussie Icon. Could this potentially be a challenge here? And Braun said he went to talk to NXT management. He came up with the greatest idea ever, and they thought it was so good they already made the match official. So Waller will have a match at New Year's Evil, and it will be against Braun Breaker. And look at that, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be in a match where all of this started, a weapon that started all of this between Braun Breaker and Grayson Waller. It is going to be Braun Breaker and Grayson Waller competing at NXT New Year's Evil and a tables match, ladies and gentlemen. And it has already been made official, it seems. There it is. There is the official match graphic. Braun Breaker, Grayson Waller in a tables match at NXT New Year's Evil. These two bitter rivals will collide once again. What a night it's already been so far here in NXT. And ladies and gentlemen, we're just getting started. Well, other results here tonight on NXT. The NXT Tag Team Champions Imperium, they will pick up a tag team victory over Pretty Deadly to kick off our opening contest. We will see J.D. McDonough. He will take down Dexter Loomis one-on-one. The team of Gigi Dolan and J.C. Jane, Toxic Attraction, they will take down the team of Zoe Stark and Fallon Henley in tag team action here tonight. Gallus, they will take down the Creed brothers in tag team action here tonight as well. A lot of tag team matches here tonight for NXT. And Cora Jade, the number one contender for the NXT Women's Championship, she will pick up a one-on-one victory over Wendy 2. Now, let's get into the action. Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have women's action coming up in just a few moments here tonight on NXT, as we have Lyra Valkyria. She is currently making her way to the ring, and she will be going one-on-one with Indi Hartwell here tonight. So this is going to be a great showcase of the NXT women's division to really see where these two women are at when it comes to the rankings here in NXT. Of course, Lyra Valkyria, she has not been signed for too long. I believe she debuted at NXT TakeOver 31, which is the last big NXT event here in Universal Mode back in 2K23. And she has been trying to work her way up the rankings and possibly get close to a shot at the NXT Women's Championship. And a win here tonight would do wonders for her career in NXT. But this is not going to be an easy matchup here tonight. This is not going to be an easy task for Lyra. She will be going one-on-one with this woman, the very impressive Indi Hartwell, as she is making her way to the ring, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, the protege of one Candice LeRae, Indi Hartwell. She is in action in a couple moments, and she has been involved in a very, 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 very long extended rivalry with one Roxanne Perez, and we'll dig deep into that in a little bit. But Indi Hartwell, of course, she has been trying to make a name for herself. Now that Candice LeRae is out of action for a little bit, we don't know when she'll be back. So this is now Indi's time. She's got to be able to prove her worth, and I believe that's what she's been trying to do, trying to attack Roxanne Perez. Let's take you back to last week, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, Roxanne Perez had just had a matchup last week, and she was in the training room getting some recovery treatments and stuff, and that is when Indi Hartwell would take it upon herself to then go attack Roxanne Perez backstage in the training room. Now, of course, we know that Indi Hartwell, she has not been very happy with Roxanne Perez, and nobody knows the reasons why. In fact, this has been going on for a very, very long time now between Roxanne and Indi Hartwell, and Indi would take it upon herself to take out Roxanne in the trainer's room last week. So these two, they have been going back and forth for the last couple of months now, and it really all started when Cora Jade and Candice LeRae started their little rivalry. Of course, that is when Indi Hartwell would make her name known in the NXT scene. She would come and help out Candice LeRae pick up a one-on-one victory over Cora Jade one night here in NXT, and that is when the full-length version of The Way was formed. And then, of course, Cora Jade, you know, she was going to need some backup to take on the tag team of Candice and Indi, and that is when Roxanne Perez came in. And then they had a big tag team matchup at NXT TakeOver 30. The Way would end up picking up the win on that night due to the help of one Dakota Kai. And then it really became a huge thing in the women's locker room. Of course, you had Dakota Kai, Candice LeRae, and Indi Hartwell joining forces. And then you had Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez with the unlikely ally of Io Sky, our NXT Women's Champion, getting into the mix. Funny how all that works now, because now Cora Jade and Io Sky are now going at each other's heads for that NXT Women's Championship. But then we would get on to a big 6-woman tag team matchup at NXT TakeOver 31. We would see the team of Roxanne, Cora, and Io Sky, pick up the win that night. And then everybody thought it was over. Everybody thought the war between all those women was over. But then Indi Hartwell, she started to believe like something's not right here. Something is not finished between her and Roxanne Perez. And that is when she would start butting her head into Roxanne's business. And of course, wait a minute, we have a cover here by Indi. Quick kick out, though, by Lyra. Of course, those two were part of the #1 Contenders Battle Royal in the first ever episode of NXT here in 2K23. Both would go on to lose that Battle Royal because, of course, Cora Jade would win that Battle Royal. But this is not about Cora Jade. This is about Indi Hartwell and Roxanne Perez. And then, you know, they would leave each other alone for a little bit. Indi was trying to figure out what was next for her. Then I guess she decided, you know, she has unfinished business with one Roxanne Perez. And that is why we are here today in the middle of this rivalry that has still yet to be concluded between those two women specifically. So, of course, Roxanne Perez, she has to be watching this matchup very, very closely, trying to figure out when the best bet would be to get her revenge on Indi Hartwell after the attack last week. And of course, Indi Hartwell, she cannot worry about Roxanne Perez right now. However, she has to worry about Lyra Valkyria, another woman that is looking to make a name for herself here in NXT. She has been trying to move her way up the rankings. She has picked up a lot of wins ever since signing here to NXT. And right now, both women are fighting on the outside. The referee, I believe, was at a count of 6 now. They've got to be careful. Don't want to get counted out this early on in the matchup. There's a count of 7. They're in big trouble here. Both women, they've got to find a way back into the ring here. There's a big elbow there by Indi Hartwell. Count of 8. Lyra, she's able to get back in the ring. And I believe Indi well as well. Now we're back inside the squared circle. Now here we go. Here's Indi Hartwell. Oh, face first there goes Lyra Valkyria. As you can see right now, Indi Hartwell, I guess, trying to take out any frustrations she had about Roxanne Perez on Lyra here tonight. And now here's Indi Hartwell once again trying to go for those 3 big clotheslines here. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, NXT New Year's Evil, the big event, the big end of the year event. Well, really, it will kind of start the new year here in Universe Mode in Game Time. It will be the first show of the new calendar year, NXT New Year's Evil. Coming up, the big show for NXT is be concluding the Bring in the New Year weekly, the big final week of the year here in Game Time. I apologize for my stuttering, but of course we have, I believe this is the second to last episode of NXT before the big event. So you have this episode of NXT, then you have another SmackDown, and of course you got the big week. You got the Raw Super Show, then the Go Home Show of NXT before New Year's Evil. You got Super SmackDown, and then of course NXT New Year's Evil, and then we will start kicking into full gear, heading towards the Royal Rumble. So big things coming up here for Universe Mode, and I apologize, ladies and gentlemen, that I have not been able to get these videos out at a quicker pace. A lot of things have been going on. I've been very busy with life and stuff, so I hope my schedule can start getting a little bit lighter so that I can get you guys these episodes a little bit more swiftly. But for right now, here we are as we get right back to the matchup here. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, like we stated earlier tonight, the NXT North American Champion, Carmelo Hayes, he will be in action up next in our main event. It's going to be a good one because you know that a champion is in the ring. Meanwhile, both of these women, they get back in the ring. What's going to happen here? As right now, Indi Hartwell sends Lyra to the corner. There's the big clothesline and into the Bulldog. Great job there by Indi Hartwell connecting the offense there out of the corner. Big kick to the back there by Indi Hartwell. She's got Lyra down. There's the elbow drop. Going to happen here. Lyra, both of these women have tried to get a lot of cushion from one another. They tried to roll outside the ring, trying to get away from each other, but clearly both women are not going to allow one another to recover a little bit, as both of them have been on top of each other in this matchup. This is the type of action you can expect to see here in the NXT women's division. Of course, like we said, Indi Hartwell, the protege of Candice LeRae. She's now in the singles ranks here as Candice LeRae. She will be out for a little bit. And I guess maybe Indi thinks, hopefully she believes that the type of success that comes towards her is the type of success that Austin Theory has had by him. So, of course, they both have different situations as to how they became single superstars. Of course, Candice LeRae, she has not been here. She's going to be out of action. So Indi just had to go the singles round. Of course, Austin Theory, we all know what he did to his mentor, Johnny Gargano. As we have a cover here by Indi, kick out at 2. So Indi Hartwell believes that this could also be her time. She believes that this could also be the era of Indi. Not that she respects what Austin Theory does. I mean, maybe she does. We don't know what's going on in the mind of Indi Hartwell when it comes to Johnny Gargano and Austin Theory. But what we do know is that she's going to try her best here in these singles races. And right now, she's looking pretty good against Lyra Valkyria. We cannot lie to you, ladies and gentlemen. She's looked very impressive. No pun intended there. Now what's going to happen here? So wait a minute, Lyra. There we go. There's the big jawbreaker. This is where she has to try to get some momentum here. She's got to find a way back in this matchup. Here comes a suplex. So wait a minute, Lyra, though, able to fight out of that one. Misses the clothesline to the back of the head, though. And now Indi Hartwell with the big jumping neck breaker. Now Lyra having to use the ropes to help herself up, ladies and gentlemen. Now Indi, there's a big strike there to Lyra. And big strike there by Lyra. She's able to fight back against Indi Hartwell there. But Indi Hartwell, she's just all over Lyra Valkyria right now. Lyra has not been able to get a lot of offense in here as of late. Miscue there by Indi. Now another miscue as right now Lyra, she's got to use this to her full potential here. She has to use this opening. Lyra sends Indi to the corner, and now, there's a big kick there by Lyra, and she's got Indi down. This is where Lyra has to take advantage. Oh my goodness, what a kick. What a big kick that could have knocked Indi Hartwell out cold. Into the cover here, this could do it. Kick out though. Kick out at 2 by Indi Hartwell. Lyra, though, she's got to stay on the attack, and she's looking for the big one. She's looking for that big maneuver, that big leg drop. Wait, never mind. Never mind, she goes for the elbow drop to the back of Indi Hartwell. She believes not enough damage has been done. Trying to keep Indi down, trying to weaken down Indi as much as possible. Indi rolls out to the outside. Lyra, though, is right there behind her, looking to continue the assault. Now attacking the knee of Indi Hartwell. Continuing to attack the base here, trying to take out the power game of Indi. Now Lyra, what's she planning to do here? Big moonsault there. Both of these women giving it their all here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. What's Lyra looking to do? Oh my goodness, some big kicks to the face there. Oh my God. Big kicks to the face there. Now what's going to happen here as she sends Indi into the ring? What's Lyra planning to do? Talking a little bit of trash here to Indi Hartwell. Now she's going to go to the top rope. Can she make that jump? She does. Oh my goodness. Very impressive there by Lyra. Falling into the cover. She's got the leg hooked. Kick out by Indi. And Lyra, she can't believe it. She thought she had the matchup won right there, but she's going to take to the skies yet again. What's she looking to do right here? And there's a big splash now by Lyra Valkyria, keeping Indi down. That one's got to do it. Going to the cover, hooking the leg again. No! And Lyra, she is just contemplating what does she have to do to take out Indi Hartwell here tonight. That's 3 big moves off the top rope. She had the elbow drop to the back. Then she had the double stomp to the gut. And then the splash. And nothing has been able to keep down Indi Hartwell for the 3 count. Trying to deal as much damage as she can is Lyra Valkyria. Trying to keep Indi Hartwell on the defense. Now she's got a hold of Indi. It's not looking good for Indi. Rested on the ropes. What's Lyra looking to do? Using the ropes to her advantage a little bit here. The referee, he'll let that one slide. And now the snapmare by Lyra. Into the cake to the back there on Indi Hartwell. Now slamming the arm onto the mat. Going for the cover once again is Lyra, positioning herself in between the ropes and Indi, but it's not enough. Another kick out by Indi Hartwell. Lyra Valkyria, she does not know what she has to do to win this matchup. She's just going to have to try keep swinging. She's going to have to try to pull out big move after big move, and hopefully one of them is going to be able to win this matchup. Wait a minute. Code red on the outside. There's a code red on the outside right there. And right now, Lyra. And wait a minute. Indi Hartwell, though. Right back. Oh, my God. Could have probably broke Lyra's nose right there and right there. As right now, it seems like Indi, she's back in the swing of things. And oh, wait a minute. Here's Indi Hartwell. Oh, my goodness. Slamming down Lyra on the outside right there. Now Indi. What's she looking to do? She's got Lyra up here. And here we go. You can see it. The power of Indi Hartwell. One of the strongest women we have here in NXT. My goodness. Got a count of 5 now by the official. Indi. She'll send Lyra back into the squared circle. And now Indi Hartwell. Wait a minute. Is she looking for that springboard elbow drop? She's got it. She's got it point blank. The cover by Indi to win the match. Kick out. My goodness. A big maneuver there by Indi. Not enough. Now she's going to head to the top rope. Oh, boy. What's Indi looking to do here? There's another elbow drop. Indi Hartwell right now, just like that, trying to figure out what she has to do to win this matchup here tonight. Now Indi Hartwell rebounding Lyra off the ropes, goes under. And now goes over, does Indi. And now face first goes Lyra on the mat. Both of these women giving it their all. The NXT universe is on their feet here tonight. What great action these two are giving us. And we still have one more match to go, ladies and gentlemen. We still have to see the North American Champion in action. Now what's going to happen? Here's Indi Hartwell. Ooh, taking out Lyra from the corner. And stomping on the arm of Lyra, trying to keep Lyra down, trying to keep her taken out here tonight. And now here's Indi. What's she looking to do? Probably looking for another suplex here. She's going to do some squats with it as well. As now, here goes down Lyra. There it is, the big suplex. Apologize if you heard my water right there. It's been a great matchup. What's Indi planning to do now? She looks to continue the assault. She might believe that she is close to ending this matchup right here, right now, ladies and gentlemen. She's dealt a lot of damage here to Lyra. And now Indi, she's taking a little bit of a rest, trying to figure out what she has to do, talking a little bit of trash as well. Elbow drop there. It's Indi looking to do now. Scanning the field, scanning her prey, seeing what the most vulnerable part of her body right now is. Now Indi Hartwell again going right back to the legs there of Lyra, and that's a good strategy. Lyra won't be able to press off for that big leg drop off the top rope if she is not able to use her legs. So that is a great strategy here by Indi. She's falling into the cover, hooking the leg on Lyra. Kick out at 2. You can see the tantrum there being thrown by Indi Hartwell. She can't believe it. She thought she should have had this matchup won by now, ladies and gentlemen. Now here's Indi looking to deal some more damage, but Lyra gets that elbow up, and oh my goodness, clothesline to the outside. And oh, wait a minute. Lyra's on the top rope here. She may be looking to fly. Oh my goodness, what a moonsault. What a moonsault by Lyra Valkyria. And wait a minute, looking for the standing moonsault. She's got it. These women are putting on a classic here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. NXT Universe on their feet. I'm on my feet over here on commentary. What a matchup this has been. And right now, Lyra just going crazy on the outside, getting all types of offense in, all types of kicks, all types of chops here on Indi Hartwell. And now, oh my goodness. We have a count of 6, though, by the official. There's a big strike there by Lyra. But Indi, though, she grabs a hold of Lyra, sends her into the ring. And now what's going to happen here? Indi, she'll get back in the ring. And now here's Indi Hartwell. And, oh, there's a big maneuver there. And now Indi, she's going to go to the outside. And she's calling for Lyra to get up here. Here's Indi. Oh, there's that missile drop kick, that springboard. She's got the cover now, hooking the leg. Is this one? No. A kick out there by Lyra. But Indi, she's right back on the attack. Here she goes. Here it is. There's the elbow drop, but I don't think she got it. I don't think she got a lot of that springboard elbow drop. Both women are down. This is a crucial part in the matchup here tonight. Oh, wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we know that music. That is the music of Roxanne Perez. And wait a minute, she's here, and she's taking out Indi Hartwell. Well, a matchup has been thrown out the window, ladies and gentlemen. Lyra, she's gotten out of here, but the brawl is on. Another brawl here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And this time, Roxanne Perez, she is getting a little bit of revenge here on Indi Hartwell. Of course, Indi Hartwell just went through a grueling matchup, ladies and gentlemen. But now Roxanne Perez, she is getting her get back from last week. And Roxanne, she's talking a little bit of trash, trying to get, oh my God. What an uppercut. Now here comes Roxanne with the double knees. As we said, Indi Hartwell, you know, she just went through a grueling matchup against Lyra. Of course, that one had to be thrown out of the window, unfortunately, and what a great matchup it was. But now these two women who just are bitter rivals, they completely hate each other. There is no love lost between these two. They are going at it here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And now Indi, oh my goodness, taking down Roxanne. And it seems like right now, Indi Hartwell is overwhelming the Prodigy. And now Indi, what's she planning to do? There's a big strike there. But Roxanne, though, she's coming back with strikes of her own. And now Roxanne sends Indi to the corner. And now, oh my goodness. Oh my God. What is Roxanne planning to do right here? Indi, it's not looking good for her. Oh my! Takes her down off the top rope. Taking her down right there. And Roxanne Perez, she's feeling good. Taunting to the WWE Universe, trying to get them behind her. And now Roxanne continuing the assault here on Indi. And now she takes her out to the outside. And it seems like tonight, Roxanne Perez gets the upper hand on Indi Hartwell. Well, we've been talking about it all night, ladies and gentlemen, and NXT New Year's Evil is on the horizon. It is coming up very, very quickly, and it has already been shaping up to be a great show. And of course, we found out one of the matchups that will take place at that event earlier tonight, as Braun Breaker, he is back and he's looking for redemption against Grayson Waller. These two will meet one-on-one in a tables match. It is going to be a good one as these two bitter rivals collide once again. Then, of course, we have the NXT Women's Championship. That will be on the line in a Falls Count Anywhere match as Cora Jade has gloated the champion, Io Sky, into getting a rematch. And this time, though, ladies and gentlemen, because of Falls Count Anywhere, a rope break will not be a factor. And, of course, these next two matchups, we found out about these matchups on the community post here on the channel. As, of course, we all know Raquel Rodriguez and Alba Fire have been going back and forth for the last month here in NXT, and Raquel was attacked in the parking lot last week by Alba. Well, now she'll have her chance at redemption at NXT New Year's Evil. Of course, the NXT North American Championship will be on the line as Austin Theory looks to solidify the Austin Theory era here in NXT with championship gold, and he so happens to have his eyes on Carmelo Hayes' North American Championship. Melo sent out the challenge, it was accepted, and it has been made official. The championship will be on the line. And then, of course, the NXT Championship will be on the line as Gunther, the leader of Imperium, our NXT champion, will have his first defense of the championship. He will be going up against Santos Escobar, who won a triple threat matchup a couple of weeks ago to earn this opportunity. NXT New Year's Evil is shaping up to be a good one, ladies and gentlemen, and I hope we will see you all there for the big event. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our main event here tonight on NXT. And of course, like we said, the North American Champion will be in action, and he's going up against a man that we have not seen before here in NXT. This is the NXT debut of Joe Gacy. And already looking at this guy, I don't know what to think about him. He looks like he has a little... Maybe looks like he's a little bit out there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to lie to you, with the Trons and the mask right here and the attire. I don't know what's going through the mind of Joe Gacy, but from what we've heard from NXT trainers and NXT management, this guy can go in the ring. It's just that you're going to have to get past all the mind games that this guy tries to throw at you. So Joe Gacy, he could be a problem here in NXT for a long time now if he can put everything together. But tonight, of course, Joe Gacy, he will not have himself an easy task in his first matchup. He's going one-on-one with the North American Champion, the man, like we just stated not too long ago, who will be defending that championship against Austin Theory at NXT New Year's Evil. It is the A champion. It is him. It is Carmelo Hayes. Of course, Melo, we all know the swagger that he carries himself with. We all know the type of guy that Melo is. He is very confident in his abilities, and he will tell you any day of the week that he is the best that NXT has to offer. Heck, he may even tell you he's the best that the business has to offer. That's just the type of confidence that this guy has, and that's why he carries himself with such confidence. He puts all the pressure on his shoulders, and hey, every time he has that pressure on him, he's been made into a diamond. He's been able, to get through whatever he needs to get through to pick up the win. So we're going to see how Melo fares here against Joe Gacy here tonight. So we're really going to see how Joe Gacy fares. This is his first matchup here in NXT, and he's already has to face the champions. Oh my goodness, out of the gate, there's a big clothesline by Melo. And of course, Carmelo Hayes tonight looking to send a message to his challenger at New Year's Evil, Austin Theory. And you got to think Theory, wherever he is here tonight, he is watching this matchup very, very closely to scout any type of moves that he's going to have to look out for when he faces Carmelo Hayes for that championship. Of course, Carmelo Hayes won that championship. He is the inaugural champion. He won that North American Championship all the way back at NXT TakeOver in Your House, the first big NXT event here in Universe Mode in 2K22, and he has been the champion ever since. He's defended that championship against the likes of Isaiah Swerve Scott. He has defended the championship against Roderick Strong. He's defended the championship against J.D. McDonough. So he has a long list of guys who he has already defeated to retain that championship. He's even defeated Cameron Grimes to retain that championship. Cannot forget about that matchup as well. And of course, his best friend, Trick Williams, he's been at the side of Melo almost ever since. We have not seen him as of late due to the rivalry against Jay. Oh, wait a minute, we have a cover here by Joe Gacy. Kick out, though, by the champion. Have not seen Trick Williams for a while because of J.D. McDonough, who took out Trick just before his matchup against Carmelo Hayes for that championship. So we don't know when Trick Williams will be back, but for right now, Melo, he's got to do it all on his own. And he's been able to do that, we must say. We cannot take that away from Carmelo Hayes. He has been able to take care of his own. As right now, Joe Gacy is in full control. And a little bit about Joe Gacy here, as we have yet to see him here in NXT. He is a very, very powerful guy. He's very big, but what you cannot discredit is his quickness and agility. See, that's what makes Joe Gacy very, very scary. Not only is he very powerful, but he's very quick and he's very intelligent. And we already saw the type of mind games with his Trons and the mask that he could potentially play. This guy's out there, ladies and gentlemen. He is really out there. And that's why I think he can be a very dangerous player here in NXT for maybe a while to come, depending on how long he stays here. This could be he could be a very interesting player in NXT. I know we just said that, and I believe it because you see the size, you just saw how fast he can move, and then we have yet to see the type of mind games, at least the full throttle of mind games that he could play. So Joe Gacy, I see this guy as a future champion. I see this guy as a future multi-time champion. It just depends on if he can use his potential to get where we believe he can get. As right now, Carmelo Hayes is showing Joe Gacy what it is like to compete here in NXT. Got a cover now and kick out by Joe Gacy. Of course, Carmelo Hayes, he loves the challenge, ladies and gentlemen. He wanted to face off against Joe Gacy. He wanted an opponent he has never faced before because he's never faced Austin Theory before, and he's going to be going into that matchup with not too much experience against Austin Theory. So Melo thought, well, hey, maybe if I can take on an opponent I've never faced before in Joe Gacy here tonight and do pretty well and possibly pick up the win, that's probably going to give him a lot of confidence. Not that he already doesn't have a lot of confidence, but that's going to give him even more confidence going into his matchup against Austin Theory at New Year's Evil. So that is why this matchup was made here tonight. Right now, Carmelo Hayes right now not looking too good against Joe Gacy, but he's able to fight out of that predicament he just had. Now here comes Carmelo Hayes. My goodness, there's a big DDT, and that sends Joe Gacy to the outside. But Melo, he's not going to allow Gacy to recover as he goes flying over the top rope, taking down Joe Gacy. All right, now Carmelo Hayes, there's a big super kick taking out Gacy, but Gacy, though, right back to his feet. And now Joe Gacy, my goodness, there's a DDT on the outside, taking down Melo. North American Champion, though, able to send Joe Gacy into the ring. Now Melo talking a little bit of trash. He does that very, very well, ladies and gentlemen. And he also performs in that ring very, very well. That is why he is the champion. And now Carmelo Hayes. Oh, my goodness, there's a big code breaker there. And maybe, just maybe, he's looking to end this matchup early on. Oh, wait a minute, never mind, there's a big elbow drop. And right now, Carmelo Hayes is taking it to Joe Gacy. Just busted Joe Gacy open right there with one of those punches. Now Melo heading back to the top rope. What's Melo looking to do right here? Calling for Joe Gacy to get up now. Gacy, he's got no clue where he is. And now nothing but net for Carmelo Hayes. This could be it early on. Into the cover now. Melo has the match won. Never mind. Joe Gacy able to power out at 2 right there. I thought Melo already ended the matchup. Joe Gacy, he's got to find a way to fight way back into this matchup, excuse me. But there we go. There's the punches that Joe Gacy needed to get back into this matchup because he was already looking dreadful for Joe Gacy. You don't want your debut to end that quickly, especially against the champion. Oh, there's a big elbow drop there by Joe Gacy as he tries to get himself back into the matchup here. Melo, though, with the big jawbreaker to reverse. Now Gacy blocks that attack. More blocks here by these two guys. And now it's Melo playing. Oh, my goodness. Well, Joe Gacy just sent Carmelo Hayes flying. Oh, my goodness. What the heck? Oh, never mind. Joe Gacy was going to taunt to the fans. I thought Gacy was going to go to the top rope, ladies and gentlemen. Gacy, though, able to fight away Carmelo Hayes right here as Melo tried to get a hold of him. That's not going to work. Now, Joe Gacy with some big strikes here to Carmelo Hayes. What's he looking to do? There's a big DDT. Takes down Melo. Now Gacy, he's going to pick up Carmelo Hayes. Melo not looking too good as of right now. Wait a minute. Look at the power, though, of Carmelo Hayes. I believe Gacy was trying to do something right there, but Melo wasn't going to allow it. Carmelo Hayes getting the NXT Universe behind him here tonight as, oh, down goes Joe Gacy. And now Melo, he's heading to the top rope again. He's calling for Gacy to get up, pointing at the WWE Universe, telling him what's up, then hitting him with a crossbody. Carmelo Hayes in full control of the situation here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Now what's the champ looking to do? Has a hold of Joe Gacy. Now looking to take out the base of the power of Joe Gacy, trying to take out the leg of Joe Gacy. Carmelo Hayes, a very intelligent individual in his own right in the middle of that squared circle. Now Melo once again taking out the leg of Joe Gacy, trying to weaken down Gacy, trying to slow him down just a little bit here. And now the champion, big kick to the back there of Joe Gacy. Gacy though to roll out of the way, missed that closeout as Melo ducked out of the way. And now Melo once again has control of Joe Gacy. What's going to happen? Oh, no. Ran right into Gacy. And now here's Joe Gacy. He's got Melo in the corner. It's, oh, my goodness, that's a big clothesline. Oh, wait a minute. Joe Gacy now. Oh, my God. Some big strikes right there by Gacy. Now rebounds off the ropes again into the leg drop. Well, great offense there by Gacy. He's got a cover on Melo and got a 2 count. Well, I believe Carmelo Hayes was taken off guard by that string of offense there by Joe Gacy. Well, look at this. There's the power of Joe Gacy we were just talking about. There's the gut-wrench bomb right there. Now Melo, he has to roll to the outside, and Gacy, he will follow Carmelo Hayes. But Melo, though, right back in control, face first. Goes Joe Gacy on to the outside. I believe right now Melo is just toying with Joe Gacy. He's been able to bait him into some bad situations for Joe Gacy. And hey, this is Joe Gacy's first matchup, so obviously he's going to have to try to work out some kinks that are going to be shown here in this matchup. But I've been very impressed with Joe Gacy at points in this match here tonight. Big strikes here by Carmelo Hayes to Joe Gacy. It sends Gacy into that little glass there we have guarding the WWE Universe. And now what's happening here? Carmelo Hayes looking for a big suplex now as... No, never mind! My goodness, the Falcon Arrow right there. And now Melo, what's he planning to do here? Got a hold of Gacy, possibly looking for a big DDT, and he's got it. There's the DDT, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, Carmelo Hayes is dealing as much damage as he can before he decides to put this one away. Gets Gacy into the ring. There was a count of 8 by the official. But now Melo, he's going to head to the top rope. This could do it right here, ladies and gentlemen. Here goes Gacy. He's being called up. Here comes Melo. Oh, my God! And Gacy caught him into the powerbomb as Melo was going for nothing but net. And now Melo's got no idea where he is. And now Gacy, he's got him locked into the submission. This could do it. This could be a huge upset for Joe Gacy. Melo's not near the ropes. What's going to happen here? Carmelo Hayes in trouble here. He's trying to fight out of it, and I believe he's going to be able to get out of it. He does. My goodness, that was nearly a disaster for Carmelo Hayes. He nearly lost the matchup right there. Joe Gacy right now, I believe he has Melo kind of shook. I don't think Melo thought Joe Gacy was going to be able to counter the nothing but net. But like we said, Joe Gacy, he is very intelligent in that ring. There's a cover now. And kick out. Joe Gacy showing a lot of potential in this matchup here tonight. Already trying to work out any type of kinks he may have had early on in the match. And of course, they're going to take time to be fully threshed out. But Joe Gacy, I mean, if he's looking this good with all these errors in this matchup right now, how is he going to look when he's able to work out all those kinks, when he's able to get rid of all those errors in the middle of the ring? Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, scary potential. Now Joe Gacy off the ropes and another leg drop there by Gacy. Now Gacy once again going to taunt the WWE Universe here tonight. Melo now, wait a minute, Gacy has, oh, never mind, Melo! He got him again. He lured in Joe Gacy again. And now here's Melo with that springboard clothesline onto Joe Gacy. Carmelo Hayes in control, heading to the top rope yet again. Calling for Gacy to get up. What's Melo looking to do this time? Here goes Melo. Oh, got caught in the crossbody now. Joe Gacy making some big moves here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, learning from his mistakes early on in the matchup. And oh, there's a big elbow drop there to the back of Carmelo Hayes. And now what's Gacy planning to do right now? Stomping on the arm of Melo. weakening down Carmelo Hayes. You got to think Austin Theory, he's loving what he's seeing right now. There's Melo, my goodness, knee first. Driving the face of Joe Gacy onto his knee. And now Melo looking to scratch the face up a little bit there of Joe Gacy. Now what's going to happen right here is Melo rebounding Gacy out the ropes. Missed that attack there. Gacy, though, with a big strike. And now Melo, never mind, accidentally ran into the referee. Good thing she's all right there. And now here's Joe Gacy now, capitalizing with some big strikes, trying to get some momentum back on his side. And now Joe Gacy, off the ropes goes Melo. Gacy misses the strike. They both run into each other. Melo, though, still has no idea where he is. And now here comes Joe Gacy. Oh, my goodness, there's a big backbreaker. You can see there, Joe Gacy throwing up the peace sign. Joe Gacy now continuing the attack. Here comes Joe Gacy, back suplex there to the North American Champion. The champion right now is down. It's not looking too good for Carmelo Hayes. He's got to find a way to fight his way back into this one. But now Joe Gacy, what's he planning to do? Taking a little bit of a breather, but that'll allow Melo to get up. And there's the big code breaker again. Both men laid out. Melo pulling that code breaker out of nowhere. But you can see Melo, a lot has been taken out of him in this matchup. Joe Gacy now in the corner, but Carmelo Hayes continuing the assault here on Joe Gacy. Carmelo Hayes in full control now. And now what's Melo looking to do? He's going to head to the top rope again. He's going to be able to make this jump. Calling for Joe Gacy to get to his feet yet again. Here's Melo. Nothing but net. Into the cover, hooking the leg. And that's going to do it here tonight for Joe Gacy. Carmelo Hayes picks up a hard-fought win here tonight against Gacy, but I am very impressed with Joe Gacy. Like we said, ladies and gentlemen, very scary potential, and he has a chance to be a big-time player in the future here in NXT. But ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for this episode of Universe Mode here in WWE 2K23. Carmelo Hayes picks up the huge win, giving him some momentum heading into New Year's Evil, where he'll defend his championship against Austin Theory. That's going to do it for this episode, guys. Take care. Have a great day. We'll see you next time.